What's up, y'all? What up? Hey, Monkey, you should be asleep right now, bro. You got school tomorrow. What up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. I see some. Not another day. Okay. Not another day. What's up? Not another. That's the motto. What up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Man, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We all got legendary inside. We all legends. You know, I say a legend is just an ordinary person with extraordinary determination. So if you got some determination to be the best version of yourself, to change your situation, you a legend. And some of the things that I was talking about on Facebook what up, cuz? Some of the things I was talking about on Facebook that I want to bring here briefly. And you see a lot of people saying not another day. That was a message tonight on Facebook. And shout out to everybody that was on Facebook tonight, Facebook Live. We rocked out for a minute, but I told them, then that's the mantra that you got to live by. Because when I was going through my season, what helped me change was me saying, not another damn day of this. Not another day of it. And when you get, and that's really getting fed up, right? That's when you really get fed up with situations. And, you know, I added on to that and I said, you know what? Not another day, because it can't be another day. Because some of us, you know, I just think about people that committed suicide, right? People that I know in my life that have done that, you know. It's tough. It's even tough to talk about. But y'all get the point, man. I don't even want to go down that road tonight. But it has to get to a point where you say not another day in your life, whatever it is, because you playing with fire, man, by allowing things to stay in your life that don't need to be there, by keeping yourself in toxic situations, toxic environments, toxic whatever. Like, you're playing with fire when you do that. So I want to just tell y'all, man, yeah, man, damn this old mess. Exactly, right? Living the same old life, doing the same old things, around the same old people. That's great if it's great, right? But if it's not great, like, we got to stop living our life on repeat. We got to stop living our life on repeat, because we live our life on repeat and it'd be Groundhog's Day. And if pain is what we're repeating, pain is what we're receiving, pain is what we're going to get. So we got to change that. And I don't care how it make people feel, man. I'm just letting y'all know tonight, I'm on one of these bobs tonight, man. Like, y'all know how I feel about this. And I fight for this because I just don't want you to feel guilty for making decisions that are right for your life. Like, I don't care how it makes somebody feel. I'm not going to suffer. I'm not going to stay in toxic. I'm not going to stay in situations that make me toxic. I'm not going to stay in situations where I'm hurting my life with my own habits. I'm not going to do that. And you got to stop feeling guilty for doing what's right for you. You got to stop feeling guilty. There's nothing wrong with choosing your peace over that pain. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong, right, with choosing, you know, to living a graceful life than to live in gossip and drama. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, when you choose that, people going to call you difficult. People going to call you all that different stuff, right? Because they can no longer use you. Because people like to manipulate. They do. And I'm just going to tell you straight up. Like, people will say all the right things, do all the right things, right? And I'm not saying everybody who does that manipulates people, because there are great people who do the right things and say the right things. But I want to tell you, like, trust your discernment. Trust the energy that they give you, because there's people that will say all the right stuff, the stuff that you want to hear, because you fall victim to it. I made a podcast about this, right? You fall victim to the presentation. You fall victim to the words. Everything you want to hear sound good. That's why we get in opportunities. We take opportunities that end up not being good for our life. And if we really set back, we could have peeped it. But we allowed everything, the potential of the opportunity, right? They promised, oh, if you get involved with this, you're going to get all this stuff. And you know it wasn't solid. But you ignored that. You ignored what you know. You ignored your intuition. You ignored what was real, because you wanted something else so bad. So I want to tell you this. Don't allow what you want to blind you from what you don't need. Don't allow your wants, because people will sell you exactly what you want, and they will manipulate your life. You know, it doesn't matter if you say all the right things if you don't do the right thing. And when I talk about do the right thing, I'm talking about there's people that say, I got you. I got love for you. I got you, blah, blah, blah. But when it's time to actually get you, they don't show up for you. Right? There's people that literally will be flawless. Because one, they don't want to look bad to other people. I know a lot of people, I'm going to say a lot of people. I've experienced people like this over my life. They'll be flawless to the world because they want to make it seem like they're perfect, right? They want to make it seem like they have it all together. So when they do what they do, right, people don't believe you. People believe them because to the world, they do all the right things except the right thing. They do all the right things. Y'all, man, y'all ain't hearing me tonight. I'm putting you up on game, straight up. They doing all the right things except the right thing. Right? Do all the right things. So to the public eye, to everybody else, they Gucci. No, that's a good person. They do all the right things. You know, they'll show up for you. They'll do all the right stuff except the right thing. And whatever that right thing is, right? What y'all agreed upon, what y'all stand on together, what y'all believe in, whatever it may be, the right thing. They don't do that. And they cross you. And so I just want y'all in here to be more self-aware and don't allow the potential of an opportunity to blind y'all to what it really is. Don't allow that. Don't allow people's words to persuade you. Don't be fooled by people's words, by people's presentation, by how people look. I was listening to some earlier, even when it comes to presentation, most people are persuaded by how a person is dressed and how a person looks. Like they did a study. They did a study literally. If somebody walks in with a suit versus somebody walks in like this, people are going to believe the person with the suit is more qualified just because we've associated success with how someone dresses. So that person could literally do all the wrong things, right? But they're dressed right. And you'll believe them. You'll be more attracted to that person than the person that could do all the right things, but they're not dressed right. That's the world that we live in. That's the world that we live in. So God gave us something called discernment. And my mom loved to talk about this. My mom was a woman of discernment. You know, in the Christian, we always say what people are, right? You're a woman of this or that, right? But for real, my mom was a woman of discernment. She was. And that was something about her I feel like she passed on to me. And I feel like it's my gift and my curse. I really do. Like, because I can smell BS from a mile away. Even if I don't even want to, I'm like. But she always told me, she said, always trust your discernment. Always trust your discernment. And I would say 9 out of 10 times that my discernment has been right. In some way, maybe not exactly right, but in some way, my discernment has been right. Right? AKA your intuition, whatever you want to call it, has been right. And of course, that's not the case in everybody's situation. But I just know that the situation in my life where my heart has been broken or my trust has been broken or whatever, I put myself in a bad situation is because I ignored every bit of my common sense. I ignored it. Some of us, we stand in situations that your common sense is telling you to get out of. Hello. Right? You stand in situations that your common sense is telling you to get out of. And we allow the potential of the situation. We allow our wants. We allow our insecurities. We allow our loneliness. We allow all these things to keep us in. We allow conflict. I saw a quote today I loved. It wasn't mine, but I loved. I'm gonna try to put this in the exact words. It said, I'm gonna paraphrase it. Some of y'all might know the quote exactly, but basically the quote was saying, you know, some of us will avoid conflict to keep the peace but it then starts a war within ourselves. And I was a person that did that a lot in my life. I was a person, I love to protect my peace. I was a person that would avoid conflict, would avoid speaking how I feel, will avoid standing on what I stand on and like letting people know it, like with all of that stuff. And what I realized in me staying silent about things that I know I should speak up on, it started a war within myself. While I was keeping the peace, it started a war within myself. And a lot of us are in that position. A lot of us are in that position. I know I heard Nipsey Hussle, I don't know if it's his quote or not, but I know I love the quote where he says, you know, would you rather be at, you know, peace, at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or would you rather be at peace within yourself and at war with the world, right? And I always think about that. I would rather be at peace within myself. So I know, like, one of my, and I didn't share this on Facebook, like one of the things a few months ago, like one of the promises that I made to myself, a few months ago, I told myself this. I said, not another day of me being at war with myself and not speaking how I feel. Not another day of it. And over the past few months, I've had people call me difficult a little bit, or like, man, you change, or man, like, And it's so funny that people will call you difficult when all you're doing is just being fair to yourself. It's so funny when you stop allowing people to use you, when you stop allowing people to manipulate you, when you stop allowing people to do all these things to you, they call you difficult. When you just want what you deserve, they call you difficult. When you just getting what they would want, they call you difficult. Right? They do that. But I made a promise to myself, and I stand on that, bro. I stand on it. I say, you know, I refuse to have a war inside of me and keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? When I know it's something I need to speak up on and say. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Who got a question? I'm about to bring some people on. Yeah, and everything that's going on. This is another thing with COVID. I didn't say this on Facebook because there's way too many people on Facebook. Well, it's a lot of people here too, but this is the thing with everything with COVID. And I kind of touched on this on Facebook. You know, this is what I believe on everything. What's crazy to me is that everybody. So this is how I live life, and I know everybody's not like this. We all are different. That's what makes us humans. It makes us special. But this is how I live life. I believe that everybody has their own perspective, right? I believe everybody has their right, as I call it. Everybody has their truth. Whether or not I believe that's wrong or right, it's their right. The problem that we have in this world is that we're trying to put our right on other people and make it their right, if that makes sense. We're trying to put our truth on other people and make it their truth. And that's where the problem happens. It's okay to believe what you believe in. It's okay to stand on what you stand on. Right? But everybody ain't got to agree with you. Everybody ain't got to stand on what they stand on. And so if we just operated life like that and realizing that I can respect your perspective even if I don't agree with it, but it's your life and you grew up, like your perspective has been molded by whatever, that's what you see. So I don't spend my energy trying to prove points to closed minds. I don't. I respect their perspective. That's your right. This is my right. Cool. Do what's best for you and your family. Do what's best for you in your life. I ain't got to deal with your decisions for the most part. I mean, I know that's debatable, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's your life. You're going to do what's best for you and what you think is right. So how can I go against that? I can't. And so I choose to put my energy in things I can control, and I don't put my energy into minding other people's business. I choose to put my energy and minding my own, because I got a lot of stuff I got to work on within myself, in my environment. You know, so that's just my 2 cents. And I know people might not agree with that, but we can agree to disagree. That's so awesome. And yeah, man, I just want to say this too, because I saw just, you know, I'll look at the comments here and there and everything. And like, one thing in this world that I that I hope, and hopefully y'all see this in me. And I'm all about progression, right? I'm all about bettering your life, all of those things. But we all got our stuff. Every single person on here, all 800 of you, we all got our stuff. We all got the stuff that we deal with. And, you know, sometimes other people's things are more visible. Is that an owl? That is an owl somewhere. My bad. I just heard a hoot, hoot, hoot. Man, I swear it'd be a lot of things over here. That's random. But a lot of times, you know, other people's struggles are more visible. I wouldn't say struggles, but just other people's lives are more visible. And just because we might think we're at a better place than that person, or we think that, you know, they should be not doing this or doing this. Like, you don't know somebody's story. You don't know what they came from. And I just wish that, you know, and hope, my bad, I just keep hearing, and hope that that we continue to be a society, or at least a community, at least in here, that we love people, man. We love on people, because we all a struggle away. We all an addiction away. And never think you too good, you know, because life has a way, when you try to shine the spotlight on somebody else's problems, life has a way of flipping that and shining the spotlight on yours. So we all got our stuff. If everybody's four walls could talk, we would all be embarrassed at some point on something. All right? We all got our stuff. So just remember that, man, and continue to love people. That doesn't mean that, you know, you don't hold people accountable. It doesn't mean none of that, but continue to love people. And I just wish we live in a world where we had more of that, because it would be a lot more beautiful place. And I just think a lot of times, man, people get their high for making other people feel low. They get their high for talking down on people. They get their high, it makes them feel better. So if you're a person that pointed out somebody else's flaws, exposing somebody else's flaws, talking down on somebody makes you feel better about yourself, you got some issues. And those issues are something that you really need to look at and fix and evaluate, you know? So, yeah, man, we just need more love and respect in this world, and help our neighbors stand. Like, not kicking somebody while they down, but help them stand back up. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that. Because if you're looking for an imperfect person, you can start with me. If you want to. You're looking for a person that's going to make mistakes, you can start with me. You're looking for a person that don't have it all together, you can start with me. Just because I had a blue check by my name, what that mean? That mean that I got life figured out more than somebody else? Just because I got millions of followers, what does that mean? It just mean that a lot of people related to the message. It don't make me not human. It don't make me a robot. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can start with me. I told y'all back in 2016, pick me apart. If y'all want to pick somebody apart, y'all can start with me. Feel free. Because I've learned to be at peace with myself, right? And at war with the world instead of vice versa. So, good night. I'm about to get in here because I don't know if owls bite. Do owls bite? I don't know if they bite or not. I don't know if they peck. I don't know. I've never been. Owls creep me out, by the way. Sorry, Drake. But owls creep me out. They just, I don't know. Them eyes and stuff like that. So I heard some hoots, and I'm going to go ahead and go inside because Titan ain't out here with me. So I'm going to go inside. But you guys have a beautiful night. I love y'all. Peace out.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.